Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about budgeting personal finance, so make sure to watch the full video. When learning about managing your finances, many experts will recommend you begin with a budget. A budget is a tool that tracks income and expenses, and it allows you to set goals and make plans for the future. Developing a budget for a specific project, for a special event, or to help you with your monthly spending are all examples of using a budget to help you manage your financial situation. Your personal budget. When you mention the word budget to others, you may get a negative response. That's because people often associate budgeting with restrictions. They feel that if they go on a budget, it's like going on a diet. They won't be able to spend money in the way that they like. But a budget is really a financial planning tool. Every person or household should have a personal budget, not just to help keep spending under control, but also to help achieve what's important financially, whether that's saving for college, buying a second car, or going on that Hawaiian vacation. An effective budget will give you a clear picture of your expected income, a detailed look at where you spend your money, and it will help you set and achieve realistic savings goals. Gathering your financial records. Your financial records include items like receipts from your last few months of spending, credit card and bank statements, your recent pay stubs, and your rent and cell phone contracts. When you are building your budget for the first time, gather as much information as you can on your past spending, if possible for the past few months. Your goal when gathering your financial records is to have a completely clear picture of how you already spend your money. The biggest challenge of building a good budget is making sure it is realistic. Having exact records of how you spent your money is the best way to plan moving forward. Categorizing and analyzing your spending. Once you have your records in front of you, it's time to categorize your spending. Your goal is to separate all of your spending into needs versus wants, and then into fixed versus variable expenses. Needs and wants. Needs are the things you must purchase in order to survive. They include necessities such as rent, utility bills, groceries, and medical expenses. They also include legal responsibilities such as paying taxes. Wants are things that you chose to spend money on, but in theory they are items you don't really need. Eating out, holiday gifts for friends and family, TV/streaming subscriptions, and new clothes might be in this category. Once you have sorted your records into needs versus wants, you need to look closer and divide them into fixed and variable expenses. Fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are items whose cost stays the same from one month to the next. This means you can reliably plan for these expenditures. They include expenses such as rent, your cell phone bill, or a subscription fee for a video streaming service. Variable expenses change from month to month, so it is hard to plan accurately for these expenses. They might include how much you spend on fashion, how many times you go out to eat, or how much you spend on gas for your car. Some of your expenses may need to be split into smaller categories. For example, food is a need, so you could try to lump all of the money you've spent on eating into one category. But it's more honest and will help you create a realistic plan if you separate your food items into categories such as groceries, coffee, and eating out. Putting it all together. Once you have finished sorting your records, list the categories of everything you've spent money on, placing the information in 4 different boxes: fixed needs, fixed wants, variable needs, and variable wants. Every penny you spent in the months you are analyzing should be included in these boxes. Try to complete this spending analysis for the past 6 months if you can. What you're looking for is enough data so that you can determine your average spending in each category. The more months you can look at, the better your future budget plan will be. Balance against what you earn. Once you have taken an honest look on how you spend your money, you can start to balance these numbers against how much you earn. If you earn all your money from one single full-time job, this part is easy. Just look at your most recent pay stubs. But if you have a part-time job or some side hustles, estimating your income each month gets a bit harder. Remember that the more months you can look at, the more accurate the numbers will be for your future budget. When reviewing your income numbers, take an average of what you have been earning. Do not assume you will always make as much as you did last month or in your best month. Be honest with yourself. It is better to have extra income at the end of the month than to always be expecting more income than you actually received. Once you've determined this average income number, you can compare it with your normal spending. If the result shows that you are already earning more than you were spending, great. If your income is less than your spending, you will know you have some work to do. But regardless of what you see, there is still more planning to do. Looking ahead, budgeting helps you make a definite plan to save money for those things you want and need in the future. There are several strategies to help you plan for unexpected and irregular expenses, but most come down to spending a few minutes for planning. One simple task will help you look ahead at expected expenses that often sneak up on you because you don't pay them regularly. The task involves making a chart of irregular expense, determining when they need to be paid, and identifying how much the expenses will most likely be. Use the previous year's numbers to help you estimate this year's costs. Think about what holidays are coming up and how much you plan on spending on gifts. Remember that being honest with yourself and including as much information as possible will make your budget a valuable document to help you with financial decisions. Pretending expenses are smaller than they really are or forgetting to include them in your plan is the fastest way to break your budget. But effectively planning ahead for your variable expenses is one of the cornerstones of success. Setting your savings goal. Now that you have an honest look at how much money flows in and how much flows out, you can set a realistic savings goal for every month. Your savings goal will come from two concepts: pay yourself first and creating your emergency fund. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first means that you are making your savings goals your number one priority. This strategy has consistently proven to be the most effective way to achieve your long-term goals. A pay yourself first strategy means that before you pay any bills or address any of your expenses, you set aside money for your savings. You no longer wait to see how much money is left at the end of the month to put into your savings account. Savings is absolutely taken care of. Following the pay yourself first strategy means you would rather hit your savings goals and occasionally be late paying other expenses than wait until the end of the month and only save what is left over. Your savings goal sits at the very top of your fixed needs category every month, and money always goes into savings. What you do with the money you have saved is up to you. Investing can help your savings grow, but investing includes risks. Keeping your money in a savings account is safe, but it is not the fastest way to build wealth. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.